Hey everyone, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Already Overbooked. Today, we're diving into a character driven fantasy adventure that blends sharp wit, espionage, and total chaos. Yes, we're talking about The Envoys of War by the great and powerful Dave Lawson. If you're looking for a fantasy book that has clever dialogue, layered characters, and the occasional morally gray decisions, then this is going to be the book for you. So stay tuned because this book has a lot to offer. All right, so let's go in and jump with the plot summary. The Envoys of War follows Jen, a loyal and skilled sword wielder tasked with protecting the king's envoy. Her current charge is Corden, a flamboyant, clever, and unpredictable envoy on a mission to deliver vital intelligence to an allied kingdom. But Jen's job gets complicated when she receives a secret order determine whether Corden is a traitor. What starts as a simple political mission soon becomes a journey through war torn lands full of enemy attacks, magical threats, and shifting alliances. Along the way, the pair is pulled into dangerous rescue missions, and Jen must decide how far she's willing to go and who she can really trust. So let's jump in now to the writing style of Dave Lawson. Dave Lawson's writing is fast paced, it's witty, it's full of snappy banter, and the tone is sharp without feeling overwhelmed. And the pros have a cinematic quality. It feels like you're watching a buddy cop fantasy. There's a balance of humor, high stakes, and while the world building is introduced gradually and never bogs down that story. Think of like Joe Abercrombie light with less cynicism and more spycraft. So let's jump into the themes and tones. The story dives to the themes of loyalty, identity, trust, and manipulation and asks what it really means to serve a kingdom, especially when the people in power, may be going through and hiding secrets of their own. There is a tone of suspensefulness, and yet at times you're holding your breath, and at other times you're laughing at Corden's snark. He's quite hilarious. It also is a story about public duty and private intentions. It goes through and talks about truth and loyalty, and then that gray zone between being a hero and being a person who's going to go through betray everybody. So on that tone, let's jump into the pros and cons. Jen and Corden's dynamics is electric. It's like throwing a stoic knight and a chaotic bard into a pressure cooker. There's excellent pacing and awesome action scenes. There is clever twists that will keep you guessing. The humor lands without undercutting the tension, which I really love about this story. Some of the cons are some of the side characters I would have liked more depth within this story. You do little side tangent, you do get a little bit more details about some of these amazing side characters in the prequel novella, but I would have liked it more within this story, and I really hope Dave brings out more of these side characters that were main character in this novella, but add them to be more prevalent within the main story. Readers going through some of the other cons, readers looking for more detailed world building or a epic scale fantasy may find it more character driven than they would want. So let's jump into my final thoughts. The Envoys of War is fun. It was smart and it was super engaging read that to me managed to feel both fresh and familiar. So if you're a fan of character driven fantasies about espionage with amazing wit and good repertoire between the characters and just a hint of looming chaos, this one's definitely worth picking up. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it absolutely polishes and shines that wheel and makes it amazing. I'm definitely on board for the rest of the series. Dave has me hooked. I love his writing style. It is a lot of fun. I ended up going through and giving this book an 8 out of 10. I thought it was great. Honestly, it would have probably been even higher if some of those side characters got elevated a little bit more, um, like they did in the novella, which I'm really hoping in future works he's going to go through and elevate those characters. If so, it's definitely probably going to be a lot higher than Envoys of War. Still amazing book, still 8 out of 10, still great story. If you read Envoys of War, drop your favorite Corden one liner down in the comments. If you have not read Envoys of War, let me know if you like humor and banter within your fantasy stories. I'm really curious to go through and hear your thoughts. Thank you so much again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You know what to do. Till I see you in the next one.